Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angryprepper. So this video wasn't going to be done. I wasn't doing any videos today. I was going to take a break, but I fell down or followed a rabbit hole down to more shit that's going on. And then watching Pinball's video about sludge being used on crops, or I guess a byproduct of sludge being used on crops, and now that 20 million acres of crop could be contaminated, so they're going to use that as an excuse to get rid of more food. So with that, guys, you have that issue right here. But in, I guess, overseas somewhere, I'm going to say Denmark, pigs over there are now having a problem with an antibiotic resistant superbug. Now the name of the bacteria is this right here. I'm not even going to play myself, but play myself in pronouncing it, that is. So with that, guys, it's another group of pigs in another country being infected with some superbug. Now, the other country was Australia, and they had a Japanese encephalitis outbreak amongst their pig industry. This pig industry here in Denmark is now being attacked by a superbug that, again, guys, if it transferred to humans, and it can transfer to humans. If humans get sick from this, there's only 3 antibiotics that can help fight this off. That's what I'm dealing with almost every day now. Just about every day. Low-flying fucking police helicopters chasing some perp in a car or on foot. And now it seems like he's heading all the way downtown. Anyway, back to this shit. So, guys, again, it's just too obvious at this point what they are doing. Again, the whole sludge thing, or the byproduct of sludge being used on crops. Again, guys, the way we treated our crops, the way we took care of our crops with all the chemicals and shit for years have been always said to have been a bad thing. Now, all of a sudden, when we are facing a food crisis or a famine, if you will, now all of a sudden they're like, oh, wait, we can't use this anymore. We're going to have to, you know, we're looking at 20 million acres of crops infected, or rather contaminated. Now they're fucking going to hit us with this while we're entering a food crisis. Like I said, guys, it's truly obvious at this point. Ireland is running into an interesting problem. They have to get rid of most of their livestock. I think it's like 1 million between sheep and cattle, to honor a pact or an agreement they did to have 0 emissions from their country. This is Ireland. So they have to get rid of 1 million, I guess, livestock by 2050. So that's, I guess, in another 30 years or 28 years. Sorry. No, wait. Yeah, 28 years. Thank you. I'm bad at math. Now, this part is interesting because this is how it reads in the media. Northern Ireland will need to lose more than 1 million sheep and cattle to meet its new legally binding climate emissions target. The large-scale reduction in farm animals comes after the passing of the jurisdiction's first ever Climate Act, requiring the farm sector to reach net zero carbon emissions by 2050. Again, guys, with all of the food shortages that were coming in, the food crisis and the famines that are going to be hitting a lot of countries around the world, now this is the time they want to implement this shit so that they have 1 million less cattle and sheep by 2050. Like, couldn't we put that on the back burner? No, they don't want to put it on the back burner because it's all a part of the plan. Now, with that, guys, I find it interesting that they said a legally binding pact. The term legally binding means that, well, if they don't do this by 2050, what does that mean? Who's going to sue them? Is the United Nations going to sue them? Is NATO going to? Who's going to sue them? Who? The World Health Organization? They're going to sue them? So, again, guys, listen or pay attention to the terminology that's used in a lot of these articles when in regards to our food. So the UK, they're also having a pig problem, except for their pig problem is not, getting sick. They might have to cull 120,000 pigs because of a disastrous slump in exports of pork products. So because they didn't sell enough last year, a lot of pig farmers are quitting the game, quitting the industry. They're leaving, right? To boot, they don't have, I think it's called abattoirs, which are like butchers, or rather guys that work in slaughterhouses out in the UK. They don't have enough of those workers as well. So a lot of the pig industry, or the pigs rather, are backing up because farmers now keep growing them and don't know where to put them. So because they don't know where to put them, they're going to have to get rid of all this meat. Again, we're entering a food crisis. There are a lot of countries that can use that meat, so they should absolutely think of a way. Now, if, guys, we put a man on the moon, right? Let's just say we put a man on the moon. We got a mission going to Mars, right? And if that mission happens as well, we could figure out how to go to Mars. We could figure out how to go to the moon. We could figure out how to build a space station in space, but you can't figure out how to fucking feed people around the world. This is why I said before, this is becoming abundantly apparent that they are looking to starve us. So, guys, again, more signs, more evidence that they want this shit to happen. They want this shit to go down. It's, again, we could figure out all the other things on this planet, guys. We could figure out how to fucking build bridges and fucking tunnels underwater and all this other crazy shit. How to make a train go super fast, and they're looking to make spaceships go at light speed, like in Star Trek. They're trying to figure all this shit out, but they can't figure out how to feed a human race. So when you start putting two and two together, guys, when you start looking at where the human race has gotten with all of the things we figured out, all the things we adapted to, but you can't adapt enough to feed the rest of the world, there is a problem. And that is obvious. The reason why they're not trying to figure out, because they're looking for most people to die or starve or whatever the fuck it is. They're looking to definitely reduce the human population. And now, I didn't want to say it before, but now I'm saying it now because I'm hoping that, guys, again, it's becoming apparent. It's becoming apparent that the human race is under attack. Not just our food, not our freedoms and our livelihood. The human race is under attack. All right, guys, so other than that, this is the Angryprepper. Thank you for watching.